Greeting to all in school management and organization. Today we will discuss about school timetable. So in this topic, first we will discuss about what is timetable. Timetable is a pre-arranged and a systematic scheme of studies and activities of an institution. It is a plan showing the daily allotment of time among various subjects, topics, activities and classes. In timetable, what will be there? Various subjects will be there, topics will be there, activities will be there and classes will be there. It shows the distribution of time for each teacher, his teaching load, the length of each period, time interval, and total duration of work along with the time allotted to different items of workload. Because whatever activities are there in the school, each and every activity is going to be included in the timetable depending upon available time. A timetable is in fact the second clock of the institution on the face of which are shown the hours of work, intervals in between, the kind of activity in progress in each class, and the recreation as well as the time for assembly and dispersal. It also shows a time for various co-curricular activities, art and craft, community work, social services, games and sports. Timetable is thus a mirror that reflects all kinds of programs being organized under the control of an institution. Whatever curricular activities are there, whatever co-curricular activities are there, all activities are going to be included in the timetable. So that's why timetable is called as mirror of the timetable. Why? Because whatever activities are going to take place in the institution, all those activities are going to be reflect in timetable. Next, we will discuss about importance of timetable. Timetable is an essential tool for the efficient functioning of an institution. Means that efficient functioning of an institution is always depends upon timetable itself only. And timetable is one of the important instrument which is going to play an important role in teaching learning process, because it is the timetable that supplies the framework within which the work of an institution is going to be proceeds. So here whatever activities are going to be there, for each and every activity timetable is going to give a time. Because of that reason only, so you can able to, as a headmaster, as a department of the head, you can able to organize all activities in the school in effective manner. So here the important functions of the timetable may be discussed as follows. Number 1, it ensures an orderly and smooth functioning of an institution. Everything and every item of activity is detailed in advance in a timetable. All teachers as well as students know their job and time fixed for the purpose. It is essential for an orderly and smooth functioning of the institution. For the purpose of functioning of the institution in orderly manner, in a smooth manner, what is going to play an important role? Timetable is going to play an important role. Regular work go on even in the absence of the principal or head of the various departments. If timetable is available, if any higher authority person is absent, so then also activities can be run in a smooth manner in the institution. In case somebody fails in his duty or goes on leave, alternative arrangement is made with short notice. So timetable makes all persons conscious of their duties and responsibilities allotted by the head or the principal. So here in timetable, headmaster is going to allot duties to all teachers. So that's why teachers are always allot what duties actually they are in their institution, because it is necessary to give duties and responsibilities to the teacher which are going to be included in the timetable. It in fact places proper persons at their proper places at the proper time and in the proper manner. So it is the instrument that makes an institution orderly and the personal alert in their respective jobs. Next, second one, it facilitates equitable distribution of work among teachers. Each teacher is allotted equal share of work and leisure. All this is properly reflected in the timetable, means that whatever duties or responsibilities are allotted, those duties and responsibilities are going to be reflected in the timetable itself only. The principal or the head of a department can know at a glance the amount of work and leisure. All this is properly reflected in the timetable. The principal or the head of a department can know at a glance the amount of work that every teacher is expected to do. Timetable helps in avoiding the allotment of too much and or too less work. Overworking or underworking of the staff members is thus done away with as far as possible due to a good timetable. When good timetable is there, you are not going to allot overwork to the teacher, you are not going to allot less work to the teacher, because all teachers are going to get work in an equal manner depending upon the need and importance of the school. And next one, it prevents wastage of time and energy. Timetable works as a mirror showing exactly what is to be done at a particular time. Timetable is nothing but it is a mirror. So what will be there in the timetable? Whatever programs, activities are going to take place in the institution, so those programs are going to be reflected in the timetable in a particular time. It draws the attention of both a teacher and the student and teacher and students to the item of work to be taken up at a time. So their energy is automatically directed in a particular direction. So thus it prevents wastage of time and energy and does away with the duplication, confusion or overlapping of work on the part of teachers and students as well. So here, when a timetable is there in the institution, 100% it prevents wastage of time and energy of both teacher and students. Why means students and teachers are going to engage in their work according to the given work by the headmaster in the timetable. So that's why teacher is not going to waste his time, student is not going to waste his time, teacher is not going to waste his energy, student is not going to waste his energy. And the next one, it ensures equitable distribution of different subjects and activities. Timetable seeks to give due attention and weightage on item of work it deserves. Thus, all subjects of studies and various programs of co-curricular activities are given adequate time according to their weightage. Timetable thus enables the principal or the head of the department to distribute the available time equitably. So here, whatever subjects are there, whatever curricular and co-curricular activities are there, so all these activities are going to be included in the timetable based on the weightage of curricular and co-curricular activities. So here in a timetable, when teacher is going to prepare the timetable, when he wants to give importance to both curricular and co-curricular activities, so there headmaster is going to be include all these activities based on the available time only. And next one, it helps maintaining discipline in the institution. Discipline is the lifeblood of the institution or a system. Timetable directly aids an institute to maintain discipline in system and among the personnel of an institution. So in the absence of any timetable, there is bound to be confusion. So but with a well planned timetable, everything goes smoothly and in a perfect harmony and concord. So when timetable is there, so then it is easy for the headmaster to maintain discipline in the school. Because when you want to maintain discipline in the school, you need to implement the available timetable in a proper manner. When timetable is available, students are going to engage in their work, teachers are going to engage in their work, non-teaching staff also engage in their work. So then automatically what will be there? Discipline will be there. Means that when timetable will be there, everything will goes on according to timetable. Classes will go on, curricular activities will go on, co-curricular activities will go on, and institution can be run in a smooth manner, in a harmonious manner. So then automatically you can bring discipline in the institution in an effective manner. And next one, it promotes the development of many good qualities and values. Means that when a timetable is there available in the school, then it is possible to develop moral values among teachers and students. A good timetable enables everybody in an institution to develop the habits of punctuality, orderliness and study fastness. Means that if timetable is there, 100% what will be there? Punctuality will be there. Then what is meant by punctuality? Teachers will come in time to the school, students will come in time into the school, and students are going to listen each and every class. Teachers are going to attend each and every class. Means that teacher is going to take each and every class. And in school, whatever programs and activities are going to take place, those programs and activities are going to take place in an orderly manner, in a systematic manner. So that's why timetable ensures regularity and methodical approach towards work among students and teachers. Next one, it helps in adjusting school work with the students' needs. Timetable is prepared according to the psychological needs of the students so that fatigue is reduced to the minimum. It takes into account the interest of learners, difficulty of the subjects and facilities, both physical and human. A well-designed timetable immensely contributes to the success of teachers as well as students. When headmaster along with a teachers prepare a timetable, so their preparation of timetable is going to depends upon psychological needs of the students. So when you prepare a timetable based on the psychological needs of the students, then what will not come? Fatigue will not come. But so here, when you are not concentrating on the psychological needs of the learners, then automatically when you prepare a timetable, what will emerge? Fatigue will emerge. So to avoid fatigue in institution, what is compulsory? When you are preparing a timetable, following elements should be taken into account. What they are? Interest of the learners, difficulty of the subjects, and facilities, means that physical facilities and also human resources. So when well organized, well designed timetable is there, then 100% it will contribute to the success of teachers as well as students. On the whole, a timetable is a detailed chart of programs, indicates all the activities that are undertaken in a school or college or in an institution. A good timetable facilitates regular work of an institution and ensures efficiency of its functioning and economy of time and resources that are at the disposal of an organization. It is therefore an essential instrument and useful tool for effective implementation of various programs in an institution is nothing but timetable. So this is the importance of timetable. Next, we will discuss about types of timetables. The type of timetables depends on the nature and kind of activities carried on in an institution. The more number of and variety of programs, the more the type of timetables. Means that in class, in institution, number of programs and number of activities are going to be organized in the institution. To organize all these programs, you need to prepare more number of timetables. So here timetable indicates the type of curricular and co-curricular activities being organized in an institution at the particular place and hours. It also shows under whose guidance and supervision those activities are carried out. A comprehensive timetable. Comprehensive timetable means what? All areas, all activities, both curricular and co-curricular activities, all are going to be taken into consideration. So that's why it is called as a comprehensive timetable. So comprehensive timetable will give all the details of such information as may be useful for the principal or head of the department to refer and monitor. So here timetables are prepared according to various purposes. So with a view to ensuring quick reference and effective monitoring of all the activities of an institution, generally the following types of timetables are prepared and used by various personnel. So here the types of timetable are: first one, consolidated timetable. A general timetable gives a complete picture of the entire activities of an institution organized during a day. Consolidated timetable is nothing but it is a general timetable. Then what will be there? Entire activities of institution are going to be included in this timetable. So it is the sum total of all the timetables, means that class wise and subject wise. In a concise form, it indicates the work of all teachers in all classes in and outside the campus. In consolidated timetable, what will be there? Work of the all teachers in all classes in and outside the campus. Thus, both curricular and co-curricular programs find suitable place in the timetable, and such consolidated timetable is found essential for the head of the department or principal of a school or college for monitoring the progress of programs and engagements of the teacher. So consolidated timetable is going to be prepared by the headmaster along with the teachers. So here, for the purpose of monitoring and also engagement of activities in the school, what timetable is going to play an important role? Consolidated timetable is going to play an important role. So that's why this consolidated timetable is always along with headmaster and also along with teachers. Next, second type of timetable is class-wise timetable. Class-wise timetable is meant for each class and for section of a class, because number of classes will be there, number of sections will be there. If in one class number of students will be there, then automatically that class is going to be divided into sections. So that's why timetable, when you are going to prepare the timetable, so here it is a class wise a timetable. It indicates the distribution of subjects with teachers for each period. It also shows recreation, means that rest in between the periods for co-curricular activities. All the sections and classes of an institution follow their respective timetables. It is an essential reference material for teachers and students. Class-wise timetable is always should be in classroom itself only, because for each and every class from morning to evening, who is taking the class and which subject the teacher is taking class. Complete information will be there in class-wise timetable. Next to teacher's timetable. As a consolidated timetable is essential for effective monitoring by head of the department and principal of the school or headmaster of the school. Teacher's timetable is necessary for the guidance of individual teachers. So in the teacher's timetable, every individual teacher has the details of both academic and non-academic activities for various classes, sections, along with the time and duration of recreation and preparation for his work. In teacher's timetable, what will be there? Academic activities, non-academic activities are also going to be included, and along with the time and also duration of the time. At what time for a teacher class is there, and what is the duration of the class, and any recreation period is there or not. All these areas are going to be included in teacher's wise timetable. A copy of such timetable must be readily available in the teacher's common room as well as with individual teachers. Next timetable, leisure timetable. A special timetable is prepared showing the leisure periods available to all the teachers for the reference of the heads, headmaster, principal, making necessary classroom arrangement. So this is necessary for keeping classes engaged in spite of the fact that some teachers may remain absent or go on leave during some periods of a day. So here what will be there? Sometime teachers are going to be absent for one day or more than 2 or 3 days continuously. Some teachers are going to absent. So when teachers are absent, then what problem will be arise? Some classes are going to be, for some classes there is no that subject. So that's why already for every teacher, how many recreational periods will be there? 2 recreational periods will be there. So when 2 recreational periods will be there for each and every teacher, headmaster is going to ask the teachers, will you have interest in taking of this class? If teacher will accept, then headmaster is going to prepare timetable by concentrating on the absent teachers. Those teachers who have leisure periods are asked to take up the classes lying vacant or likely to be vacant due to absence of some teachers in the school. A copy of such timetable is made available in office room of the head or the principal. And the last one, co-curricular timetable. A timetable showing various co-curricular activities. So then what activities will come under co-curricular activities? Sports, games, debates, discussions, literary act programs, cultural programs, etc. So these all areas will comes under in curricular activities. With time, duration, places or venues or organization of such activities is prepared for their effective implementation. For the purpose of effective implementation of all these activities, what is going to play an important role? Co-curricular timetable is going to play an important role. So this helps, means that co-curricular timetable helps in maximization of resources available in an institution. If co-curricular timetable is there, then it is easy for the headmaster. Whatever resources are available, so those resources can be used at maximum level. So it saves wastage and duplication of facilities and promotes the value of these programs stand for among the school and departments. So when a curricular timetable is there, so it saves wastage of available facilities, means that whatever facilities are available as a headmaster, so headmaster can use the available facilities at maximum level. So it should avoid wastage of resources. So these all are the different timetables. Thank you.